You're tuned into the Now Morning Show, the Friday edition, and as always, we give you things to add to your calendar as we continue to celebrate ourselves. One of the iconic brands that represents Trinbago beautifully is the Signal Hill Alumni Choir, and they are celebrating a whopping 40th anniversary. So it's only fitting that they take virtually the entire year to do so. To tell us how they're going to explore that celebration, John Arnold, the artistic director, joins us this morning. No stranger to the show, so welcome back.
Yeah.
Always good to have you.
It's good to be here too with you. Yeah.
And especially since the 40th anniversary celebrations are massive. They've already begun.
Yeah.
And of course, it is making sure that we, like we say, give ourselves the flowers while we're still here.
Yeah.
So tell me how 2064 a musical odyssey is being explored, the theme for the celebration.
Every time I said that to somebody, they always correct me. It's 2024. And I said, no, it's 2064.
Future.
Yeah, we're hoping the future, yeah. And the theme is a very ambitious one. It kind of talks about how our own imagination and the forward thinking that we have, how those collide with boundless creativity. And we're hoping that that happens for the future, for the next 40 years. I may not be there, but certainly we're putting things in place for succession for that. And we started, actually, to be honest with you, I think we started last November with the Christmas concerts at Dagger Hall. And then we went to our church service in March.
Right.
And then we had, last week, we had fun with the sports and family day. I had some very unusual things that I had to do. But it was great. It was
Like
really,
what, John?
There are these games that were really kind of novel.
Okay.
Very novel.
Okay, nothing too bad. But celebrations all the
Yeah,
same.
it was good. And then now we're looking forward to the exhibition, which one is going to be in Tobago at Nallis at the library, and one is going to be in Trinidad at the Rotunda at the Red House. We're looking forward to the concerts, and the concerts are going to be big, yeah?
They are, but before you get to the concerts, because I mean, when we talk Signal Hill Alumni Choir, we expect concerts. But tell me a little bit about the exhibition. We are seeing 2 exhibitions. What on display? What themes? How does that execute?
Yeah, so the exhibitions will trace the decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, 2000s. So it's going to trace that and show some of it's pictorial, it's newspaper clippings, it's costumes. We use a lot of uniforms over the years. We're going to have those on display and so on. And then the awards. We've had several awards, including the Hummingbird Gold, and also we have the Express Group of the Year from 2001. So we have a number of things that's going to happen with the exhibition.
Right. So if you haven't been around or experienced the Alumni Choir, you could literally experience this with the exhibition.
Got
it. Okay, that makes
sense.
sense.
Some of the recordings, some of the old albums, yeah.
All right,
all that going to be there.
So the exhibitions are happening. We will get to the concerts because before that, you still have the concerts are happening from September. But before
the end of September, yeah.
We also have the school caravan.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes. we do have the school caravan. We're partnering with the Ministry of Education to do a really nice, great show here on the 27th of September. And in Tobago, hopefully we're waiting on answers there. We hope to do the 20th,
okay.
All right, which would be the 20th of September.
Right.
So that's the caravan. And the caravan, what we're planning is with the students, especially the theater art students, to have the kind of interaction that would benefit them in terms of how a group like this has had longevity, what it has done, what it has learned from its tours and so on. So it's really going to be a very interesting moment for them.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now to those concerts. Because I feel like it is something that we come to expect almost, but you find a way to top and recreate the energies that we love so much every single time. So this time around, what can we look forward to?
Right. So the concerts, they will focus on the styles that Signal Hill has kind of made itself. A lot of movement, a lot of energy. We focus a lot on our indigenous music, folk, calypso, soca. That, of course, but of course, we do a lot of African stuff, folk, we do gospel and world music. Right, those are going to be the jars we do. But we're looking forward to the concerts, Naparima on the 21st. And we hope to have Southerners and the Scintilla Brothers and Joshua Regalo and so on, all those on that show. And then in Port of Spain, we have 2 shows at Central Bank.
Right.
One on the 28th and one on the 29th. And one will have Love Movement, Lydians, and the other one will have Marionettes and so on. In Tobago, we also hope to have music amateurs and some of the real great stars in Tobago, Stephanie Joseph and Lynette Louis and so on the Tobago show, which would be on the 6th of October. So we close in Tobago.
In Tobago.
Yeah.
Fitting. Absolutely fitting. Now, this sounds like a concert series because we have different choirs being featured so that you could probably try to go to more than one show to get the full experience.
Correct. That's a good idea.
All right.
Yeah.
I know that we're still way ahead of schedule, so that ticket information will be shared eventually, I hope.
We'll definitely have that out, but people can follow our page at Signal Hill Alumni on Facebook, Instagram. They can follow that all the time, and we tend to push a lot of digital media in that regard.
Right. Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit, only because with the concert coming up, we're going to stick to the page for that. But with the school tours, have you already selected the schools that are going to be participating, or can they rally for the tap on?
Great. That's a great question. We are actually in discussion with some of the senior people at the ministry. And I think what we're looking at is really looking at a cross-section of students that will come to one location.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they're going to select some of these students from the different areas who are really more laser focused on theater arts.
Right.
And have those students come to one location and we do one presentation there, interactive workshops and so on. I think it's going to be great, actually.
It sounds phenomenal. I mean, I'm glad that you all are celebrating this week, not just demonstrating that longevity and the planning that it takes to continue to keep this legacy alive, but you're sharing it with generations future.
Correct.
Brilliant stuff.
Correct.
But we cannot shy away from the reason, or part of the reason, that the Alumni Choir has been able to survive so long and outshine a lot of other persons. Many awards, many accolades have been bestowed, and I think that the celebrating and the sharing of that continues with the awards, the actual award ceremony itself.
The actual award ceremony, correct.
Tell me a little bit as to how that's going to be executed, because is it that we're going to be awarding alumni members themselves?
Yes, a lot of it would be past members, current members, honorary members, people who have contributed to the choir over the years and so on. So it's more internal.
Right.
With some, we have some people like Dr. Easley Mackenzie who have worked with us all the years. Certainly those kind of iconic people will certainly be honored and so on. But we hope, and we're hoping that we can have it not just as an evening of just awards and what have you, but real kind of appreciation. And you said it earlier, making sure people get those flowers before anything else happens.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Full calendar of events and a magnificent celebration. So we are looking forward to this, and we'll probably check in with you intermittently as things unfold.
Certainly. I hope to come back to talk about the concerts itself.
Right, and of course get that ticket information. But very quickly before we go, as much as you guys are giving yourselves your flowers, giving the community and the persons who helped you their flowers as well, we lost a big one, as we know this morning, to Mr. Ellsworth James.
Yes, I heard
in
that.
His passing, and I know that you, a man of the culture, may have some thoughts on that. So
I know Ellsworth personally, and Ellsworth definitely has been one of those who contributed a lot. Even when he went away, I mean, he continued to work assiduously to make sure the culture at TNT moved. He had moved back to Tobago at one point and was really enthusiastic about making some serious contribution, and actually started doing that. And then, of course, he went back after that. So again, I want to say to his family, his wife, and his wife also, condolences to them, and certainly a loss to the culture ecosystem here. Yeah.
Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for joining us this morning as we continue to celebrate. Congratulations on that 40th anniversary celebrations, which we continue to do here on TTT, at least through music and celebrations, when we come back after these messages.
Empowering climate action through education and advocacy. educating and empowering individuals, communities, and policymakers to take action on climate change and ocean conservation is crucial for driving meaningful change and building a more sustainable future for our planet.